This video will continue to talking about the collapse of Western civilization and future of humans. Will we extinct as biological species, or will we have brilliant future of galactic future of our species? It depends on us. We have to decide it now. If you want to participate in better future, then you are welcome. If not, okay, it's up to you. It's again, maybe not all people are to live forever young and healthy. So this is part 3, the impact of gender roles in developed countries on fertility rate. Okay, the fertility rate in the, as always, I recommend you to download presentation as a PDF file from the link in the description. You can go to the sources of information, to the links in this presentation to go more in details. Again, I try to convince you that this is crucial the point of our development. We have to decide will we survive and we will have brilliant future of galactic expansion, or we will extinct. What is happening, it is catastrophe, but it again catastrophe of just civilization, of some civilization of our global civilization. But we can start a new civilization, galactic civilization, and we can go further. So let's do something for this, okay? So the fertility rate in developed countries has dropped significantly over the past several centuries, in part due to urbanization and to rising feminism and homosexualism among the urban population. Feminism that prioritizes education and economic opportunities for women contributes to lower fertility rates, as women are more likely to delay or limit childbearing in order to pursue their education and careers. By the mid-20th century, the fertility rate in most European countries had fallen to below replacement rate of 2.1 children per woman, which is the level needed to maintain a stable population size over time. In recent decades, the fertility rate has remained unstable due to increasing participation of women in the labor force, as well as changes in social and cultural attitudes toward family and childbearing. So what we have, again, these deviations like homosexuality, it is, again, I don't care if you decide to be so homosexual, it is not my business. But again, if if we will look in general, this is the signs of the civilizational collapse. So it is, again, homosexual homosexual marriages is very common in developed countries. Again, okay, even if they have babies, these babies will not grow to be useful members of the society. This is a sign of collapse. This is what we saw in the experiment of Calhoun, of mouse utopia, or this experiment, Universe 25. So at this slide you will see the fertility rate in different countries, and you see that many Asian countries are completely unsustainable with fertility rate close to 1 child per woman. It is signs of population collapse that other European and North American countries and even South American countries are in the same situation, very low fertility. But what we have, high fertility in Africa, high fertility in Middle Asian countries. But will it save us? Not. I think not, because they have high fertility rate, but they have it is unsustainable in their countries. So changes in productivity, the nature of jobs, and levels of average salaries can significantly influence the motivation of women to marry and have children in a society. Higher productivity often leads to greater economic stability and prosperity. High average salaries can provide financial stability for single women. In large cities, the cost of living and having children is often very high. The availability of jobs for women in large cities that don't require manual labor in sectors like technology, education, finance, and professional services often come with higher salaries and better benefits. Women with access to career opportunities might prioritize personal and professional development over traditional family roles and marriage. Single women may feel more secure without starting a family when economic conditions are favorable. This what is happening in China. Again, in China, very low fertility rate. The women are getting a good education. They are getting master degree, and but they already in late 30s. They cannot produce many babies. They were investing time in education and career, but then eventually they come to situations that cannot find a husband for themselves. So rise of the predatory feminine behavior and the dire financial consequences of no-fault divorce in developed countries practice. Okay, again, this is what is happening, that the woman can apply, or anybody from the family, husband or woman or a wife can apply for divorce, and with no fault, just they got bored and they want to change life, whatever. So I was divorced 3 times, and this is came at least once, or actually twice. I got through this situation that women don't want to be wives any longer. So, and this makes men hesitant to marry because of the financial loss and also huge emotional suffering after the divorce or for a man. Indeed, divorce often leads to unfair division of the man's assets. Under the increasing divorce rates, the risk of substantial financial loss for men is becoming almost certain. After divorce, men often required to pay significant alimony or child support. In some cases, the divorce limits access to children. It is again terrible. This is my situation. I completely lost access to my son, and it was so much suffering. And actually, it is not good for a child, and because child is completely grows completely this unsustainable, and this cannot contribute anything good to society. It is again what is happening. It should be not so, but again, I will talk about this, what we can do later. Since the judicial system favors women everywhere, wives may benefit from the divorce while men are almost always losers. Such a situation created the men going their own way movement, which includes men who have decided to reject romantic and sexual relationship with women, live alone, and have no children of their own. Again, this is what happening. Good men want to have children, but the risk is so high that they decide, okay, I better have good life living alone, and if I need sex, I can pay for sex with some prostitutes. Okay, so this is again a breaking point. So according to recent studies, 90% of all divorces are initiated by college-educated women. Again, if your women, your wife is educated, almost certain there will be divorce. The development of new contraceptive technologies made it easier for women to avoid unintended pregnancy. However, even if contraception is easily accessible, rates of unintended pregnancy in women aged 15 to 49 years can remain high. In example, in North America it is 48, in Europe 43%. Again, it is women are supposed to, if they don't want to have babies, okay, use contraceptives, but yet again they are lazy even to do so. So by 2020, about 61% of unintended pregnancies ended in abortion. It is killing. It is actually killing, killing of babies. It is crime. It is sin, mortal sin. But okay, they don't care. My first wife aborted a second child, and so it is just one step before she did something more terrible. Okay, eventually, what was she happy after? No. After she married second time, soon after she married second time, she committed a suicide. Okay, so it is not making them happy, and for me it was a disaster, complete disaster. I survived. It is just by miracle. This first divorce. Some individuals in developed countries consider legal abortion as an essential component of women's health care. I have no problem with this. Okay, if women don't want to have babies, no problem. They are degraded mutants. They should not procreate. They should not have babies. This is a rule. Okay, but again, it is yet practice of killing babies. It is terrible. Sexual education in schools and free access to abortion for women are demanded nowadays. Some studies even suggested that universal ability of contraceptives and abortion may increase promiscuity and the rate of sexually transmitted diseases among young women. There are statistics that, again, women have a body count 200 men and 200 and even more. It is so spoiled people. And the contraception created such conditions that, again, women are sick. They have sexually transmitted diseases which are uncurable. And okay, that's again, maybe it is not good to go to my personal experience, but my third wife, despite she was very young when I married her, was infertile. Why? Because she got this sexually transmitted disease. I don't know. She was not my promiscuous person. Again, she was quite good in her young, but she was living with a boyfriend who was like this. So she got some transmission of this STD to her and ruined her health. Does it make her happy? No. Okay, but again, this is the situation, or maybe the use of contraceptives created such situation. In Thailand, it is very common that many young women already infertile. Okay, yet abortion is health care. Okay, I don't care. These people are not supposed to have children. I say okay, but only what troubles me is that abortion is killing babies. Make your body infertile. Okay, it's easy. Just a little operation. Cut your fallopian tubes and do whatever you want. You want to be a prostitute? No problem for me. Okay, this is better for us. Okay. But anyway, also the practice of hypergamia, when people marry up in in terms of social status, education, or income, can influence fertility rates in various ways. Okay, also that women try to get some better social status after marriage, and women with good education may seek a partner with further higher status to marry up. If she has a master degree, she is looking for a person who has doctor degree, or maybe a millionaire. Well, might be, so it is create situations that might be fewer higher status men available for such successful women, leading to a delay in marriage or not marrying at all. The maternal age at first childhood is often associated with a decrease of overall fertility rates due to a shorter remaining reproductive period. Yeah, this is quite common. It's again, if she married after in her late 30s, how many children she can provide? She can deliver one, the best, or maybe I don't think two will be good for such women. Meanwhile, dating applications such as Bumble, Tinder, Hinge, Cupid, so you can check again. It's created a situation when 80% of women compete to date 20% of men of high status. It is normal principle. So women are trying to marry up, and situations that increase dating opportunities for high status men reduce their necessity to having family, and while unmarried women often stay single. Okay, if you are a high status man, you have many women competing to sleep with you, to have sex with you, and in hope to get married. But why? If he can change from one woman to another without any financial losses, why to marry? This is again, it is that women stay single. So this what is happening. Top 10%, actually not even 20%, but top 20% have the almost all, or almost, pardon, this is the women, or this is men, yeah. Yeah, top 10%, they have almost all, 80% of women available, they want to marry them, but the humans below 20%, they have no choice. They are invisible to women, invisible. So again, introduction of these dating applications in like 2010 created the situation that men stay single and virgin. While many women are dating high status or physical attractive men, many men are neglected by women and stay single. This tendency, and it's going more and more and more. In Japan, South Korea, and China, the percentage of single men is notably high, particularly among younger age groups. In Japan, a survey in 2021 found that 65.8% of men in their 20s were single, even 35.5% of men in their 30s. Again, now in 2030, it will be majority of men will be single in their 20s. The trend toward remaining single for American male and females also increasing. By estimates, about 45% of American women will stay single in 2030. Okay, so in South Korea and China, similar patterns are observed. In China, a substantial number of men are single, partly due to the gender imbalance resulting from the previous one-child policy and cultural preferences for male children. So you know, in China, a boy, a son, are supposed to provide support of the parents, but women not, and this is different from Western European countries. And but because of this, the parents want to have, if it is one child, they want to have son, and then 100 million more males have no chance to have a wife. But even if there are some women they want to marry, but they want to marry up, so not down. And again, this is it creates situations that many, not only men stay single, but women also stay single. So these trends reflect broader social and economic changes in these countries, contributing to declining birth rates and aging population. Okay, you see that unmarried people in age 50, it is again after 2020, it would be almost maybe half population in not married. Women who give birth after age 35 are more likely to have child with chromosomal abnormalities. Again, the scientific fact, it's nothing new. In particular, because of the delay in marriage and pregnancy among women, the number of children diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder or Down syndrome in developed countries is increasing. Some studies suggest that there may be a slight decrease in intelligence quotient and the cognitive development among children born to mothers aged 35 and or older. Okay, it is, some studies suggest it is that the only child having no siblings may have few opportunities to develop certain social skills compared to those with many siblings. Yeah, this again, people are losing the social connections. They prefer to stay single. If you're a single child, then again, it is quite maybe difficult nowadays times to be socially active. So again, but it depends. Some research shows that no significant differences in social competence and establishing the social skills. Okay, it's again depends. I believe that again, if it is the only child, it is higher probability that he will not participate in the social activity. Okay, Down syndrome. Yeah, okay, and the intelligence quotient is dropping quite remarkably, and again, it is average. It is quite many factors, but as I said previously, human civilization was going to increase the brain volume, to increase intelligence quotient, and we were developing new technology, etc. But since end of 80s, this is not a tendency any longer. So okay, so and then yeah, we are in situations that new generations cannot sustain technologies developed in end of 20th centuries. It is after 80s. So they cannot sustain nuclear reactors and many other technologies. So okay, so you see that number of families, women with one child, is increasing in 2015, but it is increasing more and more and more. So it is again, you can go to the sources of information and you see for yourself this is a terrible, terrible situation. And okay, this is, will we extinct or not? Okay, up to us humans. Okay, I propose a solution to this problem. I give some hope to survive. And if you want to support this project, please like and click bell button, subscribe to my channel, comment and ask some question. If I have time, I will also answer to this question. And what else? Now you can communicate personally for me if you want to participate in this project and to stay healthy, live much longer, radically to have radically longer lifespan. It is again, you can join my project and with the link in the to the my Telegram channel. Okay, have a good time. Ciao, ciao.